How's it going, my truant people? Dr. Slacking, the Slacking Doctor, back with week nothing, I guess. I think it's the quarterfinals. Yeah, the quarterfinals of the ICP. As this week, your Forest Green Snovers take on TeamNottsTV and his Nottingham Forest curse. Shout out to Notts. He joined the league. This is his first ever Wi-Fi league. He's managed to make playoffs. I think our matchup's really, really bad. I don't think we can win this. We played him week one, and we managed to pull out a dub with some very surprise tactics that we can't do again. But yeah, good luck, have fun to him. I've got the wrong headphones on because I don't know where my other ones are, and the audio levels are all wrong for my concentration. It's just nothing feels right today. I've had one of those days. You have one of those days where just nothing feels right. I had a long work shift yesterday after a day of driving the day before. I only built the team this afternoon. Just everything feels off. And in a matchup which I have so little confidence in, so little. But yeah, huge shout out to Notts. Really, really, really nice guy. Go and check him out. His link will be down in the description. What a run he's had to get here in his first ever Wi-Fi league, and I think his first draft league full stop after taking a significant hiatus. So yeah, he's done really well. It's one of those days, lads. I don't want to press A. I'm not ready. I'm not. It's been a long day, a long few days, a long couple of weeks. Let's do it. Let's go. All right, let's get focused. The music's not right in my headphones. The headphones aren't right. Nothing's right. I don't like it. It's really throwing me off. Right, no Ordino, no Thundy, no Gardevoir. Interesting. Articuno, I have essentially nothing for. Barrascuda, I do. Kartana, I do. Crook, I do. But it's the same thing as Barrascuda. Pelipper, I do, but it's the same thing as Crook and Barrascuda. Ludi, I don't. There's just nothing on my team that deals with Ludi. Right. So, I'm going to close Discord because I don't like to have it open while I play. I think I want to stop his rain as early as possible, so I think I'm going to get my sand going. Yeah. Yeah. I need to combat his rain early. Oh, this is all wrong. These headphones aren't right. Why did I not tell him to wait and go to the house to get my other headphones? Mistakes were made. My friends are away at the minute, so basically I live in a little annex in the garden. This is too loud in my headphones. And my friends who live in the house that own the annex, they're away, so I'm looking after their cats and their house. And this is all not right. So this thing, because he hasn't brought some of the really scary things like the Thundy, this thing is really less important. So I'm going to just prioritize rocks, as I suspect he's going to do the same. And I think that's okay. So I'm just going to prioritize rocks. Then we'll probably use Rotom. He could go for a knock here, and that would make a lot of sense. If he doesn't go for a knock immediately... No, he goes for Stealth Rocks. So we're just going to exchange rocks. I'm sure we saw Intimidate pop off there. So we know he's not AV. So my Earthquake should do about 30% if he was not Intimidate, but I'm pretty sure we saw, yeah, an Intimidate. So my Earthquake's going to do like 20%. It's going to do very little. Is it worth trading my... to get a speed drop on him? Yes. Okay, so hear me out here. If I get a speed drop on him, I lose my Violite, but this thing doesn't really need a Violite. And he's actually doing no damage to me. And now, okay, that does absolutely nothing. Yeah, it's Rock Tomb, not Earthquake, duh. But we get the speed drop, which now means that Rotom will outspeed. If I want to go Rotom, I could go hard Heracross, expecting an Earthquake to come out here. His Heracross switching is what? Articuno? I don't hate that. Because I don't want you getting worn down. And you're not really living a hit from a lot. So I'm going to use you as the pivot. Okay. He could Toxic. I think that would be about the worst case scenario. But now I know he's slower than my Heracross. Maybe the Rock Tomb wasn't really worth it. In hindsight. Because if I'm going... Well, no, because I still make him slower than my Heracross anyway. Okay, this thing wants to come out. Is it Boots? It's not Boots. So that's amazing straight away. That's amazing straight away. Now, he might fear... No, he's going to see Leftovers, so he won't fear Scarf Stone Edge. But he might just outright fear Stone Edge. I'd like to see... I'm going to guess he's Damp Rock. He's not going to be like Scarf or something. If I was him, I'd probably just U-turn. If he wanted to make a play on the Stone Edge, it would be into something like, what, Katana? Or Crook again. I think Rotom Wash covers the U-turn play, it covers the Hurricane play, and it covers the Crocodile play. Although I don't think that's particularly one. The only play it wouldn't cover would be the Katana. And... yeah, if he goes Katana, he goes Katana, man. Like, you know, that's how it is sometimes. I didn't expect the Crook to switch out versus the Hippopotas. Maybe if I'd gone into Rotom like I originally thought, that would have been better because it would have covered this play into Pelipper. So, yeah, I think upon reflection, that's one of those where I'm being a little bit like I want to get Mushi in to start wall breaking. But realistically, this was always an option for him to try and go Pelipper, especially after I showed Rock Tomb and not like Toxic or Stone Edge. Rock Tomb's going to bounce off this thing, so... I don't like giving him any HP on this thing, but as he hard switches, he doesn't stay in, so he obviously does fear the... yes, into this. Okay. But this means he now has to switch it into a Hydro Pump. Or I Volt Switch, expecting the Ludicolo. Yeah, I'm going to be super aggro here. Because I just don't want to let Ludicolo in. There's no world where I want to let Ludicolo in. I don't want to do that. I don't want to see this thing in front of my face. No way do we want to see that because this thing's an absolute threat. So we get a big Volt Switch off here. Now. How I kill this thing still remains to be seen. If he's modest, Gengar will outrun him and kill him in rain. But he could have crept Scarf Gengar. I think we have to go Storm. And I do expect an Ice Beam to come out here. But I'm going to Sunny Day. We get our Sunny Day up. And hopefully we can try and figure out, you know, is he Scarf? What is he? So we do see the Ice Beam here from Ludicolo. Is he Modest? Sorry. From Ludicolo. Switch me down to 13. And he's Life Orb. Life Orb, Modest, Ice Beam to my particular Whimsicott set should be doing around... Do I live rocks now? No. That's interesting. That could be Modest. That damage roll doesn't reveal enough, I'm afraid. So we're going to lose our priority weather here. We still have the Hippo. But if we trade it for this thing, then that's pretty good. U-turn does the most damage. But I don't have a good... Like, I could U-turn and then try and make a prediction. Okay, this thing comes out. Like, I was thinking, you know, if I U-turn, for example, there on the Ludicolo. Okay, so the Ludicolo has to take rocks, and he has to take a life orb hit. I'm going to U-turn here, because I think we see a freeze dry. And we can still keep this as sack fodder, and I'm not doing anything to this Articuno. And Moltres seems like a good play right now. I can get Toxic for the Kartana, but the Kartana's not my big concern in this game if I'm going for a Scarf Gengar endgame. So, yeah. Let's see. Oh, U-turn. So we should see the Pelipper come out here, I think. That's really nice. That's really, really nice. That's really nice. Okay, so we should see the Pelipper, I think. I'm just thinking, how we win this end game is tough. I really wish he'd just given me the Ludi to take out the Whimsicott. I can't get rocks down either. I don't have any removal. I don't think we'll see... I think his only play is Pelipper. Okay, so it's actually this thing. That's really interesting to me. I don't think this is the time to sack Whimsicott. Stone Edge is hard for me to switch in on. Stone Edge is hard for me to switch in on. Yeah, it is. Do I need HP on you? Probably not. What I'm thinking is I can sack the Whimsicott to Scooter or Ludi later, which might be exactly what I need. As he knocks. Okay. And that's kind of... Jesus, I did a lot. I feel like that's kind of best case scenario. So I'm going to sub up, I think. Or am I just giving away HP for no good reason then? Yeah, I'm going to CC. Because he's not boots on Pelipper. So yeah, I'm just going to take my KO, yeah. Okay, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Because this could come down to a sack race. So really happy to get that thing gone. We get our Moxie hit. Now Kartana probably comes out to revenge me here. Moltres is still at pretty much full. So unless he's banded Kartana, I think we take the hit. I did make my Moltres Spadef in the end, which could be regrettable. Huge thank you, by the way, to Eric and Isaac for mocking with me. Sorry, I'm all over the place right now. Let's see. Life Orb Knock won't... Life Orb Knock won't 2-hit KO my Moltres. Yeah, I don't think he has a good way of hitting the Moltres. Now, do I want to predict the double into Pelipper? I don't think I do. Because I think this thing's really valuable if Rain isn't up still. If he doubles Pelipper, it's just a really good play. But I think he wants to knock. I think he really wants to knock my Moltres. But then I could have stayed in a close combat and predicted the knock. Maybe that prediction would have been better. It covers what I think are his two most likely plays. Pelipper? Yeah. Yeah. I'm annoyed with myself for that one. In case you can't tell. That one's ticked me off a little. Because it was very obvious that I was going to go into this. Very obvious, very telegraphed. This is a very safe play for him. Now, I could Toxic Cure, or I could U-turn. When U-turn. Yeah, because I get the switch initiative this way, and if he goes hard into something that doesn't want to take the U-turn... Oh, okay, he goes hard into this. Didn't expect this to be the switch. Perhaps trying to catch a Toxic / Hurricane and knowing that in the rain I can't really break him. Now, if he's just max HP... Ha, this thing's actually really hard for me to break. Okay, so let's go Heracross. I was tempted to go Hippopotas, like get the sand going. But I don't think that's the one right now. So he's definitely going to fear the Stone Edge here, right? I think I'm just going to knock. The reason I'm going to knock is that I get rid of his boots. So that will really help me break this thing long term. Is this the right play? He's got 100% accurate Hurricanes, of course, in the rain. As he chooses to not give me this thing, probably fearing that Stone Edge. Okay, and this was what I was about to say, and we can get this thing's item, hopefully, as well, was my thing that I didn't say there that I kind of wanted to achieve with the knock as the mid-ground. So I'm so happy with that. I'm so happy that was, yeah, and the Scarf's gone. Doesn't really make much difference. If anything, it means he's not choice locked now, but that chip is just so good. So do I sack you now to cover him making another double? Or do I just go Moltres? Sorry, I'm very slow today. I'm a little bit all over the place. I'm going to sack the Whims. Like, I'm trying to think in my head through all the turns. So he stays in. He stays in. I'm just trying to think in my head all the turns, like how I win this game. Because this gives me a Gengar kill, I think. Aerial Ace comes out, makes sense. Like, I was tempted to Moltres and U-turn, but I think this gives me a KO. I don't think Articuno is going to take 2. I mean, if it's Spadef Articuno, it might. But I can still then pivot around that. So I'm just going to go into Alice here and try and net another KO, because I've now given him the Whimsicott sack, so we need to get our KO game going as well. Pelipper, if it comes back in, is at 25. Scooter's become the biggest threat. Scooter's become the biggest threat. How much does Scooter take from a Sludge Wave from my Gengar? Alright. Okay, we've got a decent chance, depending on the... Okay, awesome. Awesome, awesome. I wish I'd called his double earlier in the game, but that's fine. Can't dwell on what I didn't do, gotta look at what I can do. Really wish I had T-Bolt on this Gengar now as the 4th move, which I considered instead of Trick, but shit happens. Okay, so Scooter has to come out here, right? Okay, this thing comes out. Shit, man. If he's modest, I just outrun and kill here. Otherwise, I have to sack you. How many turns of rain? He's still got too many turns of rain. Shit. Because my Moltres will take a Surf outside of rain, but not in rain. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about my positioning. That wasn't good by me. Taking the... I'm forced to do this. I mean, I could sack Hippopotas, but then I can never get the rain down again. I could sack Heracross. I could sack 2. Because sack Heracross, bring in Hippopotas, go into you. Shit, man. I think I have to. I don't think I can risk this thing being faster than me. And he's got to take some Life Orb hits. Oh, he does Giga Drain here. I didn't think he'd Giga Drain. Gotta watch my timer. I don't know if sacking 2 is right here, but I feel like outside of Rain, Gengar's so close to winning. And he has so little Rain left. So he had 3 on the first Giga Drain. He had 2 on that Giga Drain. The next one is his last turn of Rain. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go into Bosch first, because I think it forces him to Giga Drain. And then I'm going to go into you. Because Rain goes down this turn. I was really thinking in my head that Hippopotas, he would Giga Drain on the Hippopotas and then I could go Moltres, but as I went to do this I realized he could Hydro Pump into the Hippopotas and then I'm screwed. So, Ludi's such a threat. If it turns out my fucking Gengar was faster the whole time, I'll be fuming that I've just sacked half my team to this. But, well, I mean, I haven't sacked half my team. Rain should go down now. Awesome. Awesome. So, I'm going to Mystical Fire here. If he goes into Pelipper, yeah, if he goes into Pelipper, I'm going to Toxic. Okay, he doesn't. But if I let Pelipper in on Moltres, because I took off that Hurricane / Air Slash, I can't kill it. I can't kill the Pelipper. Well, I can Toxic Roost, but I do let the Ludi back in, and then I just have to take his Sand down. Shit, this is going to be really bad. I don't think I can do a lot here. Shit. Yeah, I didn't think about the fact that I'm not thinking about... I'm only thinking turn by turn, so I'm thinking like, well, if he gives me Ludi here, great. But he doesn't have any reason to give me Ludi here. And I wasn't factoring in the fact that he's more than likely Roost on his Pelipper. And Moltres giving his Pelipper Roost is pretty bad. It's pretty bad. But then if he Roosts, I can go into... If he Roosts, I can either choose to Toxic and then try and Mystical Fire Toxic Stall him. But he just gets Ludi in and sweeps. Or I go into Rotom and I go for the Volt Switch. And I force a KO. Hopefully on Pelipper. We just got to hope Ludi dies to a Volt Switch from my Rotom. Will Pelipper die from 75%? Or 76? And he still has Kartana in the back, right? But that's not a problem for Gengar. No, we took the Kartana. We took the Kartana. And we just took the Articuno. So it's just his Rain offense left, man. My Rain matchup is so grim. I think we've done alright here, considering. Yeah, we should annihilate the Pelipper with Rotom. Okay, so Scooter actually comes out now. Do I need this thing for anything? No, because my end game is Sludge Wave. So if I can snag a mystical... If I can snag a... I should U-turn always in case he's some kind of sub. Yeah. Okay. I don't think I need this. I think this is dead wood. And if I can get a burn, I can get a burn. You might be thinking, oh, but this is good for Ludicolo, but... The Ludicolo, like, only outside of Rain, and then everything beats Ludicolo outside of Rain. Well, not everything. But the Gengar does. Please get a Flame Body burn. That would be so glorious. That would be so glorious. This might not even kill. Yeah, I didn't think so. Burn? Nah, no burn, no burn. But we get momentum, and that is huge in this end game. That is huge in this end game. I've got to be so careful of timing now. I've got to think fast. I've got to think fast. If he goes Pelipper... He takes 25. I go Rotom and I snag a KO. Holy shit. Holy shit. I go Rotom. Crit doesn't matter. I go Rotom. I Volt. He can't switch on a Volt. I mean, unless somehow Ludi lives it after rocks, but I can't do anything about that if it does. Hopefully he's not faster than me and is able to roost in front of me and take away the 4 times effective damage. But if he is, he is. Maybe Gengar would have been better to force a KO here, but this way I can see me getting the rain down ASAP. Yes, okay. So the rain is down. We're going to you. Whatever he goes into next, I think we go hard. Well, if he goes Pseudo, we let him take this. And if he goes Ludi, we go hard Moltres. Because we don't want to see sub, and we should be able to break his sub. And we don't want to see Giga Drain recovering too much out of range of Gengar somehow. I don't know how he would do that, but somehow. I think we've got this, boys. I think. Sub Scooter. We just Earthquake. Sub Ludi. If my Mystical Fire doesn't break his sub. Maybe. That's the only thing I can think. Yeah, so I don't want to give him loads from Giga Drain. So I'm gonna go hard Moltres. Scarf Scooter would potentially win him the game, I guess. Manual Rain Ludicolo would also potentially win him the game here. If he's Manual Rain Ludicolo, then I've just got to be faster with my Gengar, but that's life, innit? If he's Manual Rain Ludicolo, great bring. Moltres with a Mystical Fire should always break this thing sub depending on his spread, but it looks like it always should. Fucking hell. If I'd Rock Tombed, I think we won there. Great prep. Great prep. Oh, I think I threw by not Rock Tombing. I didn't want him to somehow... Well, how would he live the Sludge Waves, Matthew? How? How would he... No, it doesn't change anything. Doesn't change anything. I go back to Satapop. I get my sand up again. It doesn't change anything. Doesn't change anything. I go back to Satapop. He's even lower now. So if he Manual Rains, my Rock Tomb is going to kill him. Then... Yeah, okay. I've got it. We Rock Tomb. If he Manual Rains, he brings in Scooter, right? In Rain. Then we sack Rotom. Sub Scooter shouldn't be able to beat Rotom. We should always break his sub with a Volt Switch. Then we can just bring back in Satapop, get rid of the Rain, and Gengar wins. It's just timer now. It's just timer. I know my plays. Yeah, he has to Giga Drain here. I just didn't want him getting all this recovery before and somehow being out of range of Gengar. Somehow. Don't know how. It was a really, really loose play by me. I should have Rock Tombed last time. It doesn't really matter. It's just I'm annoyed that there was a simpler game and I didn't take it. So Sludge Wave is my strongest move. There's a reason I always run it over Sludge Bomb, and it's because of the base power creep. I don't ever want Gengar missing out on KOs by a little bit because I ran Sludge Bomb. So let's Sludge Wave here. And yeah, Byron Scarf Gengar, Byron Scarf Scooter, which I don't think could beat Rotom anyway. I think the one thing would be if he'd switched this out into Scarf Scooter and then flipped. Nah, I don't know how he could have won it. I really don't. I really don't know how he could have won it. So yeah, I think that's GG. Fuck, man, that matchup was hard. Huge GG to Nots. Unless I'm missing something here, I think that's game. Huge GG to him. This matchup was really, really intense. He had me all the way fucking scratching my head, having to be at the top of my game. There's really only 2 plays that I could have made better, which was this end game, which it didn't really matter. I just didn't optimize my plays at the end. If we were in the regular season, I could have saved a differential point with the Moltres. And then the play where I knew he was going to double into the Pelipper, predicting my Moltres, and I didn't take the chance to call it with the Heracross and just CC or knock. So, yeah, other than that, though, like, I had to be fucking on the top of my game. So huge GG to him, and very, very impressive debut season in what has been a tough league. Like, make no mistake, like, I think we finished on the exact same differential. I think we were the 2 middle coaches in playoffs, and that's why we played each other. Or not same differential, same record and stuff. So, yeah, a really, really impressive debut season by him. Not that I'm the measure of what an impressive season is, but I've been doing this a long time, right? So, yeah, he's showing me up, showing up the experience heads. I'm just going to drop a message. GG, man. What a game. And give him a heart as well. Please go check out him out. I can't wait to watch this side of this. It will be, for sure, interesting. But yeah, your Forest Green Snovers advance. We go on to semi-finals now. I won't spoil who we're playing, but it's someone that we played in the regular season that I very much wanted to play again. So, yeah, let's look forward to that, eh? It should be a really, really good one. I'm going to leave it here because I'm all over the place. My throat is getting really sore, and as you've probably seen, I'm just not with it today. So I apologise if this video is not good. It's never nice in a playoffs game to be out of focus, but that's how it is. Thank you so much for loafing around with me, and I'll catch you again next time.